Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's your man Earl, episode 176. It is Sunday. Great day in the Lord. Talked about as a man thinketh. And now we want to move back into our theme. The last couple of days has been your mind. And we're going to continue on the theme of your mind. And today, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever time of day this video vlog finds you, I want to briefly talk about your eye gate and your ear gate. Your eye gate and your ear gate. Why? Well, because a lot of us, even though you might be 30, even though you might be 40, 45, 50, 22, 25, a lot of us have fallen into this trap that we have been conditioned to be around. What do you mean, Brother Earl? Well, what I mean is when you are not around, people think that you have a problem with them. People think that you have an issue with them. People think that something is wrong with you if you're not posting on social media, if you're not doing selfies. There's always going to be a group of people that think that you ought to be doing something according to their expectations. And how do we combat that? How do we deal with that? We deal with that by protecting our eye gate and protecting our ear gate. Why are you talking about eyes and ears? Well, are you ready for this? This is why it is so crucial to set boundaries in your life. Because depending on what statistical data you want to follow, I'll use a rough number. 83%, 80%, let's just say 80% of what you learn, your information. Remember, we talked about information, the information that you receive, 83%, 80 plus percent of the information that you, I, we, us, we receive comes through our eyes. And so my question to you is, if you are struggling, if I'm struggling, if we are struggling, what are we looking at? What are we looking at that's causing the, once again, information to cause us to be troubled mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, spiritually? 80%, 83%, once again, of the information that we learn, that we receive, comes through the eye gate. So we got to set some boundaries on what we are looking at. No, Earl, I want to do what I want to do. I want to look at who I want to look at. I want to peep at who I want to peep at. I want to put my sunglasses down when certain people walk by. I want to peer out. I want to side eye people. Hey, listen, you can do what you want to do. Once again, this channel is not here. I'm not here to argue with anybody, but I am going to give you the truth, and I'm not going to bite my tongue. I have a responsibility to give you the truth. And the truth of the matter is what you constantly look at, what you constantly take in, 80% of what you take in comes through your eyes. So I'm going to look at, I'm going to ask you, what do you fix your eyes upon? What do you find yourself looking at on a continuous basis? Eye gate, ear gate. Well, what about your ears, Brother Earl? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the next organ that you take in the most information is your ears. Approximately 11%, 10%, once again, depending on what statistical data you look at. The reality of it is 80 plus percent, 11 plus percent of the information that we receive comes in through our eyes and our ears. Roughly 80%, 10%, 11% comes in through our ears. 80%, 83% comes in through our eyes. You put those two numbers together, you're looking at roughly, watch this, roughly 95% of all the once again, there's that word, information that we receive is coming through us, into us, through our eyes and our ears. So I'm going to ask you a question. Who are you listening to? Who are you allowing in your mind? Who are you allowing in your circle that is talking to you? First of all, who is it? And then my next question would be, what are they saying to you? Protecting your eye gate, protecting your ear gate, 95% of the, listen now, information that you receive is coming through your eyes, coming through your ears. And I would challenge you right now, at this very moment, if you are struggling in any particular area, I would first start with, what do you find yourself looking at continuously? And then what do you find yourself listening to continuously? And I would look at those two places immediately, and I would take a strong inventory on what I'm looking at and who I'm listening to. And then not only who am I listening to, what are they saying to me? Protect your eye gate, protect your ear gate. It's a serious business. Set some boundaries over your ears, set some boundaries over your eyes, and watch dwelling in the past. I'm going to say it again. Watch dwelling in the past. Don't find yourself going through the picture albums. Don't find yourself going through the phone, going through business documents. I'm talking to myself now, going through old contracts, going through old papers that you received in your 20s and 30s and 40s that made you feel some type of way. You got to watch that. Why? Because you are constantly looking at something. And we all know that what you look at can charge you, can trigger you, can emotionally upset you. So be careful, be mindful. Some stuff needs to be thrown away. So throw it away. Get rid of it. Some stuff you need to cut off. So cut it off. Stop listening to it. All right. It's your man Earl, episode 176, June 25th, 2023. Protect your eye gate. Protect your ear gate. Setting boundaries over your eyes and your ears. God bless you. God keep you. It's your man Earl. Peace.